90 Days Angela is put on blast for her treatment of Michael. Even a fly cannot respect him. Exclusive. In People's exclusive clip from Part 4 of the Happily Ever After tell-all, Kobe speaks his mind about how Angela treats her husband, but she pays no mind to his feedback. After 3 days of witnessing the complicated dynamics between Angela Deem and Michael Ilesanmi, their 90-day fiancé, happily ever after? Castmates are stepping in. In People's exclusive clip from Part 4 of the Season 8 tell-all, Kobe finally speaks his mind as he scolds Angela for her treatment of her husband and steps up for Michael. "It's very hard for me, Sean. I'm not a crier, but I'm to the point where I'm broken," Angela says to the tell-all host, Sean Robinson, as the clip begins. "I'm really here for you, Sean, number one. And the ladies, because it's not fair that I always leave, you know what I mean? So I decided to come back and give them the support that I should have gave them this whole 3 days. I haven't gave them no support," she adds. The women including Jasmine, Loren, Thais, Liz, Sophie, and Emily express their thanks to Angela for being there to support them, and she adds, "I apologize." Kobe Blaise then takes the opportunity to give her a piece of his mind. "Angela, you've always disrespected your husband in public, every single place," Kobe tells her. "To the level that even a fly cannot respect him." "Okay, well, that's your opinion," Angela says. "That's your opinion." Maybe that has triggered, Kobe continues, before Angela interrupts him, saying, "Kobe, I'm here for y'all. Another to make conversation." Kobe's wife Emily then sighs, while he seems to mutter to himself, "What the F dash?" Angela then pivots her attention to Michael, accusing him of not defending her. "See how you're not taking up for me? Tell him to hush. I don't want to fight with nobody." Michael then tells Kobe, "Don't worry," as Angela says, "I just want to be here for y'all. No, I'm not going to sit here and act as if this is not something that has been going on and on." Kobe then hits back, and before the clip ends, the camera pans to Alex and Loren, and then a nodding Thais and Rob, who agree with what Kobe said. During Part 3 of the tell-all last week, the private investigator Angela hired to look into Michael's past joined the cast to share his findings, which were nothing suspicious. Todd, the private investigator, said that Angela did have reason to be questioning some of Michael's behavior, but when asked point-blank if he'd found evidence that Michael was cheating on Angela, Todd said, "No, there's not." Angela wasn't comforted by the findings, insisting Todd hadn't had enough time to uncover her husband's lies. "I don't care," she said, before walking off the set. "I don't care what y'all think about me, because I know the real mother." For 90 days Angela faces her worst fear when Michael can't take it anymore and leaves. "Enough is enough. I just want to move on with my life," Michael Ilesanmi admitted as he explained his decision to walk out on Angela Deem days after the tell-all was filmed. Things are officially over between one of 90 Day Fiancé's longest-running couples. On the finale of Happily Ever After Season 8, following a multi-day tell-all in New York City, Angela Deem and Michael Ilesanmi shared videos with the TLC show's producers sharing that they had gone their separate ways. "After the tell-all we got home, and my worst fear came true," Angela, 58, said in a selfie-style video recorded in her car. "We was sick, home 4 days, I believe. 4 days, 3 days, he was gone. He was gone." Michael, 35, then explained his decision to leave in his own video. "I want to share my side of the story with you. After the tell-all, we went back home, and as usual, my wife Angie, she got angry. She started giving me attitude and saying all sorts of things to me. So it got to a point I just had to leave," he recalled. "She said she wants to go out to make some errands, so she left the house. I went to the closet, picked up my backpack and my essential documents and my jacket, and I left the house." Michael said he walked for about 5 hours from Angela's house in Hazelhurst, Georgia, and he said he almost got bitten by a dog at one point, but God saved me. He then begged a man to use his phone to reach out to 1 or 2 of my friends, and they assisted me to get to a bus station, Michael continued. He did not disclose where he'd recorded the video from, but said it had taken about 18 hours to get there. "I'm here for the right reason, of course, yes, from the bottom of my heart, I'm here for the right reason, he said, referring to Angela's repeated accusations that he had used her to get a US visa and leave Nigeria, which he finally was able to do earlier this season after 7 years. "But unfortunately, what I was expecting wasn't what I met, He concluded his video by admitting, "I just want to move on with my life." Enough is enough. I mean, no one deserves to be treated this way. And I mean, I want the best for us, for myself, but it's just so unfortunate. I can't just take it anymore, he added. Angela then briefly reappeared on screen as she seemingly threatened her estranged husband. I'll see you soon, Michael. I'll see you soon, either getting on a plane or in a courtroom. See you soon, she declared last month. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Michael said he suffered and was treated like I'm a nobody in Angela's house. 90 days. Angela wishes she never brought Michael to the US, says all he's done in their 7 years together is lie. As much as I love him, I don't trust him, she admitted during the first part of the Happily Ever After season. The July 28 episode saw the whole cast together as they looked back on the season's highs and lows, and there was a lot of excitement that Michael Ilesanmi had finally arrived in the US after years of waiting to join his wife Angela Deem. However, the couple was far out of the honeymoon phase, and Angela, 58, seemed to be at her wit's end with her husband. When she arrived at the tell-all, she told Big Ed that nothing's been like what I imagined since I landed in the United States with her husband. As much as I love him, I don't trust him, Ed, she admitted before accusing him of using her for a visa. I'm sick of it, man. I wish I never brought him here. He's making a fool out of me. 90 days. Michael says he couldn't bear being with Angela before going missing. Things got worse when I got here. Once Angela joined Michael, 35, in front of the cast before they headed to the set, she told him she didn't want him to be alone with the cast. You don't get out of my FING sight. Do I make my self clear? Because you ain't going to have time to make these people think I'm the bad one no more, she said, adding that Michael is not going to do the nice guy to y'all in front of me no more. She continued screaming at him in front of everyone as she ran through the issues they've been having, including how Michael sleeps in the living room and hasn't fed his wife in 2 months. You knew me for 7 years. You got all these people out there in the goddamn world thinking I'm a bitch and I'm a good-hearted motherer, she continued. You've been a piece of s. You cheated on me. Your goddamn bitch is somewhere in New Jersey. Is that why you're sleeping in a different room? Though Michael denied it, Angela said that his W was nearby in New Jersey, before telling Michael, why don't you call the bitch and tell her to come get your ass and your passport? Later, tensions remained high between them as Angela said that lying is what Michael does best. He'll lie and he'll take that lie to the grave, she said, while Michael insisted he'll tell it how it is. 90-day fiancé. Angela is scared to death as private investigator reveals findings about Michael. I want the private detective to prove that I'm wrong, Angela told the cast during the Happily Ever After tell-all before the PI, Todd, came out. Angela Deem's private investigator is finally sharing his findings on Michael Ilesanmi's past and what he's hiding during part 3 of the 90-day Fiancé. Happily Ever After? Season 8 tell-all on August 11. Todd, the private investigator that Angela, 58, hired earlier this season, joined the cast to share his findings after looking into Michael's life and background. I'm scared to death right now, Angela said before Todd came out. I want the private detective to prove that I'm wrong. I want it to be wrong. I want to be so wrong, he has no idea. Todd revealed that he and 5 other investigators had compiled a 189-page report after looking into Michael, 36, as he said that Angela does have reason to be questioning some of Michael's behavior. The private investigator said that he found 3 Instagram accounts under Michael's name, while he denied that and insisted he only has a Facebook account. Todd then brought up a woman named Cheetah, who Michael said he'd chatted to online because she had questions about the US visa process. When I try to explain to my wife, she never gives me a chance to finish talking, Michael said as Angela yelled at him about his DMs with Cheetah. Todd was then asked if he'd found anything that led him to believe Michael has been unfaithful to Angela, to which he said, I have one particular woman that we uncovered and I'm not positive what that relationship is with him. The woman's name was bleeped from the scene, but Michael said that she is a family friend from Nigeria. His explanation was, of course, not sufficient for Angela, who then began telling Jasmine that the woman who Michael cheated on her with had tried to get in touch with Gino. 90 days. Michael says he couldn't bear being with Angela before going missing. Things got worse when I got here. The tell-all host ended Todd's segment by asking him point-blank, is there anything about this woman that has raised a red flag? Does anything tell you that Michael is cheating on Angela in any way? To answer your question directly, no there's not, Todd replied. I don't care, Angela said, as she yelled at Michael and asked why she hadn't been introduced to the supposed family friend that Todd brought up. She then got up to leave, telling the cast, I don't care what y'all think about me, because I know the real mother fair, and claiming that the private investigator hadn't had enough time to uncover the lies she insisted Michael was keeping during the July 21st episode. Fans watched as Angela met Todd for the first time with her daughter Skyla in tow, as she'd been the one to suggest that Angela hire Todd. At the end of their meeting, Angela told Todd, if you prove he's really scamming me, he's going home, one way or another. I'm willing to quit, give it up, go on, done. Honestly. In a confessional, she added, I have done everything I promised Michael. I have loved him unconditionally, I have got him to the US, I have took him back when I shouldn't have, and now I'm willing to sacrifice our marriage to find out the truth. 90-day. Angela's daughter Skyla is convinced Michael is scamming her as they hire a private investigator to look into him. It sounds like, to me, you don't trust what you see, at least trust what somebody else finds, Skyla told her mom in the episode. Angela is starting to take her doubts about Michael more seriously than ever. On the July 21st episode of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Angela's daughter Skyla successfully convinced her to hire a private investigator to look into her husband's past. After weeks of Angela stressing about Michael's activities, particularly on his phone while they were waiting for his US visa in Africa, Skyla told her mom that it's obvious she doesn't trust Michael. If you don't trust him, you don't want to do the legwork for it, you don't want to do the digging, just hire somebody to do it, Skyla said. Get a private investigator or something and have them look into it for your peace of mind. It sounds like, to me, you don't trust what you see, at least trust what somebody else finds. Finally did, she just wants a few weeks to quit worrying about everything. In a confessional, she said, I do want to give Michael a chance in the US before I go see a PI, because once I start this investigation there's no turning back, and that scares me. Am I prepared for that? No way. Later in the episode, she and Skyla went together to meet a private investigator named Todd. After giving him a rundown of her and Michael's relationship and its many ups and downs, including that Michael, 35, was searching for life insurance policies only weeks ago, Skyla was convinced that he was trying to kill Angela. That's what I thought at first, Angela agreed, and her daughter said, he ain't trying to leave you. He's trying to have you leave everybody. I can't wait to expose him. Mama just keeps hiding for him, and it's sickening how she just... I mean, you really do seem like one of them old, naive old ladies that get scammed. In a confessional, Skyla continued, the fact that Michael was looking up life insurance policies on Mama is just a red flag. And now I'm worried about my mama's safety. I think the private investigator is going to find a lot on Michael. I think he's going to find out he's been scamming her, that he's been lying to her, cheating on her, hiding money from her. I think he's going to find out the whole 9 yards. At the end of their meeting, Angela told the private investigator, if you prove he's really scamming me, he's going home, one way or another. I'm willing to quit, give it up, go on, done. Honestly. I have done everything I promised Michael, she continued in a confessional. I have loved him unconditionally, I have got him to the US, I have took him back when I shouldn't have, and now I'm willing to sacrifice our marriage to find out the truth.